Like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Saints are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Rams defense that needs to be ready for it.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, Brissett. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Brissett. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now Breeze. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. handoff here to his running back. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adrian Peterson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's got room. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A nice play there by Austin. He came to West Virginia as a running back. They moved him to wide receiver, but he can move in space.
And that's the best part of his game. It's the ability to make bigger plays once the ball's in his hands. And his last year at West Virginia, they moved him back to tailback against Oklahoma in a big game. He ran for over 300 yards. You're exactly right. Those running back skills, they never left him.
A 2-time All-American there for the Mountaineers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Hopkins, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they give this time to the tailback. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Ready. Let's get off the field. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Now Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Near his goal line, Brissett throwing the out route and complete. That's Hopkins. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Let's go. In motion right is Hopkins. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down, Brissett throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Down, it's Gurley. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Brissett now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. From the gun, here's Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Play action now. Brissett. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Haoli Kikaha in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Set on 4th down. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Saints will have the football back. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
On play action, it's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. An NFL update, 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Brissett on 1st down. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Here's Brissett. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Brissett now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Brissett on 3rd and 2, and this is going to be incomplete. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think? And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Let's go! Here's Brissett. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 5 on the play there. And that leads to a Los Angeles first down. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down. Play fake, Brissett. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit. Throwing, Brissett throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On play action, Brissett throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Brissett. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and the ball is knocked out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it. That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it. Yeah, you're right. It's always a slanted view, isn't it? But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. From midfield, here's Breeze. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right around the 26. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights loose. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 18-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Calling a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down, Brissett. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now Brissett. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Brissett And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Now, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 33. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
2nd down, Brissett. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Austin. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. the play fake. Here's Brissett. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Come on, let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it at the 13-yard line. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go!
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Brissett sets to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, Brissett again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Sheldon Rankins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now Breeze. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ken Crawley, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Breeze going to throw here. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know their playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Play action now, Brissett. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Rams on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Brissett now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A first down throw for Brissett. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Play fake. Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Rams on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On play action, Brissett. And this one is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Ohio.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Rams are going to get a first down. From the red zone now, Brissett. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage looked defensively. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
To throw, Brissett. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ken Crawley. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the Rams now coming out on the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now they're in the hurry-up. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.